So we're in this very disruptive world where exponential leaders is my goal. And I want to become the absolute expert and working on, interviewing all these different people over the last 15 years has been just an incredible journey to learn how they thought about. And all of them had points of, what you'd say is being human, where they were ready to just throw it all, I'm done. I just need to go do something else because I'm not going to get there. Because doing something big, is not, not the easy path. And oftentimes you're in a very deceptive phase of where you're going to take that. But that's all part of my own journey, that really, started back, probably in college when I went overseas. And once I joined, once I went overseas, my world started to open up. And since then, I've been on this exponential path.
It's pretty fascinating. I'm curious, if you back up, like interviewing all these folks over the last 15 years, was the information you got, was the thought leadership you got, was a creative mindset? Was it what you thought it would be? Was it more simple? Was it more complex? Was it deeper? I mean, did you have expectations of what you were going to, get?
Well, during that time, I was working with companies like Daimler, Mercedes-Benz. I worked with their board of directors, their top 100 executives, Coca-Cola, their top 100 executives. So I was able to meet these companies that wanted to learn about what are these companies outside of their world that were growing faster than what they could learn from them. So how their innovation could be more entrepreneurial. And so in that, I kind of was forced into this. Okay, well, that's when I started studying. And what happened is I would take these companies like Daimler, and I would take them to Singapore and Shanghai and Tel Aviv and London and Silicon Valley, and we would go meet with these companies. So I got the opportunity then to facilitate these conversations of senior executives of very big companies and these startup executives that were just growing like gangbusters, that obviously a lot of them wanted to sell to Daimler or Coca-Cola or Belfius Bank, which is the National Bank of Belgium. We created these experiences that allowed me to kind of fall into this, beautiful research that I just started to learn about it. And, my mindset expanded beyond belief to where, candidly 5 years ago, I couldn't have said I was going to create 1 million exponential leaders. Like I didn't believe I was worthy of it. I didn't have the self-confidence. So what I learned is very simple, and it's, I use a model, and it goes to self-help is broken to me, because that says there's something wrong with you. And I believe that we're all perfect. I believe that we're perfectly where we're supposed to be right now, because we chose to be here, what environment we let impact us, whatever out there and the outside let us. So in my own coaching program, I get people to think about their past, and I think about what are the traumas or the limitations or the regrets or whatever. And I want to create meaning to that. Is all that actually is part of your journey to get you to find your greatest potential. Those are just obstacles put in the way to see how you handle them. And, the world works in this mysterious way that, I don't want to get new agey on you or whatever, but it's like when you look at your past, though, you are a reflection of what you think about yourself, and your future is often that reflection to say your stress, worries, anxiety, doubts, and fears are all made up based on what you believe about yourself right now.